Wow. I never saw this coming. I'm like, I thought the my jaw is literally flabbergasted. This brings a tear to my eyes. Literally, I want to cry. Hope you enjoyed that's watching. This is I'm giving a double review of on Naruto Chapter 699 and 700. Double review. Review. I'm like, no, Kishimoto said it would end in 5 weeks, but damn. He I thought it would be last week's would be the last chapter, but they double header. I'm literally flabbergasted how my jaw wants to drop on me right now. My jaw wants to drop. I'm literally so dumbfounded and flabbergasted by how this ended. Part of me wants to cry. I literally want to do this. And so I'm not gonna cry, but this does bring a tear to my eye. I'm trying to be as macho as I can be. And this, the end of an era. That's all I can say. Alright, we all know that Naruto and Sasuke, their conflict is now over. They finally become the friends. Sasuke has finally acknowledged Naruto for being the friend he is. And then you've got Naruto himself finally happy that he got his friend back and all the beating that is. This episode, the first chapter itself was about conclusion, settlement, finally resolution between these two warriors. Because I said this before in one of my early, these boys have become the pendulum of good and evil. You know, both have been to great tragedies. One decided to choose the side of dark, and the other one decided to show the light. I mean, they both lost their families. Both were given great power and great burdens on their shoulders, and didn't even ask for this. These boys were children, yet they grew up as warriors to the point where they fought beside each other and fought against each other. And that's why I gotta say, hey, even Sasuke apologizing to Sakura in the first chapter, in the first chapter, apologizing to Sakura despite everything, she's still willing to shed a tear for him and Naruto, that they both lost their hands, and they both lost to the breaking point. And to the end of that chapter, when Sasuke himself takes up the same hidden leaf headband which he abandoned all those years ago, which he abandoned in the Valley of the End, and still has that scratch on it from the battle with him and Naruto. When he first took that back, like with his hand, I can't believe it. We haven't seen that in forever. Like, not since the first Naruto. Oh, not before Shippuden, and now they brought it back? Oh my god. This was an epic, beyond epic. Like, and such an emotional roller coaster. And actually, with the second chapter, and knowing after this, I can't believe it. This is about revolution, and it's about Sasuke. Even though, despite going home, turning his back on evil, he once again leaves his home. Knowing that he has to leave his home again to find his own journey. I'm like, even though he's already come back home and he's been given a full pardon, he still feels like he wants to go out on his own to see the world with his own eyes once again. Even if it means leaving his home behind. Yet he's still willing to do this once again. He's still willing to do this once again. To go into the world and fight. Not fight his friends, but to see the world with his own eyes. Because he's now acknowledged Naruto that he shares the same pain as him. Now willing to understand him. Now willing to fight beside him. Now he's willing to realize that Naruto is his friend, and he's not, by everything, all the evil, all the tarnish and pain that he's thrown his way, he never turned his back on him, not once. Not once. That is a true friend. And I gotta admit, the fact that they made up in such a way, even though despite Sasuke leaving and abandoning his home, he's not really abandoning everybody. He's still willing to come back to his home. to the Hidden Leaf, to his friend, to his people, despite all the nonsense that's happening, everything and anything that he's went through, this whole thing. And I gotta admit, and this is crazy. Man, this was an epic chapter. It ended on such a nice term. And then there's finally the second chapter. I can't begin to describe everything. All I can say is the future is wild. We got a leak yesterday. We got a leak saying that they were discussing Naruto having kids with Hinata of all people. I mean, we all know that we always for Narusaku, Naruhina, but everybody knows for Naruhina because Hinata did. I mean, after all, she was willing to die for him with pain. She professed her love. She was willing to fight beside him in the war. She wanted to stand in and next to him, not behind him, not as his shadow, but as his comrade and maybe his lover, and the person willing to love back. And this was amazing, literally amazing. And I gotta admit, the future for everybody. And I gotta admit, the creators, the animators, the way they make this story come out, every character, every person. I mean, the Infinite Tsukuyomi, when they defeated the Infinite Tsukuyomi, I mean, we got all characters back, and every lasting enemy is gone. Madara, Kaguya, the White Zetsus, even Spiral Zetsu, who was attached to Yamato, was completely gone. The Spiral Zetsu. Everybody that was in the war survived and made it back. Those who were caught in the ceiling, for example, the Golden Super Brothers of the Hidden Cloud, the urn that sucked you in. They were released. And Yamato's back. Everybody that survived the war is now back. That includes the 5 Kage. All the shinobi, their friends, they all survived the Infinite Tsukuyomi, and that's just the first chapter. And then there's the chapter, that's the future. Literally the future. Everybody's older. So much has changed. Gained so much aspect. It's such a... Oh my god. It's the future that everybody wanted, and then some. Words can't begin to describe how I'm feeling, how I'm saying this. We got the leak that Naruto was going to have killed him and Hinata, but we didn't know what exactly was going to happen, but this was a major... I know they spoiled it by giving it away early, but now... Oh my god. And for everybody from people who are involved in the war, or people who didn't get involved in the war and survived, for that, but Konohamaru, Kushina's, Konohamaru, who, Konohamaru, he's now older, everybody's older, Udon, Moegi, the 3 kids, that were Isabu's, students, that Konohamaru thought Naruto was his brother. Now he's all grown up and he's taking care of... I don't want to reveal too many stuff because I don't want to avoid it, and my throat is very dry, that's why I'm coughing. Talking too loosely, but I'm trying to make this as subtle, and it's honestly... And this chapter was literally amazing for itself. You have to see this for yourself. Emotions. And even older Sasuke looks a lot like Madara. I mean, we predicted that he did that. Everybody's older. Everybody is wiser. Things have changed. Everybody's fantasies has come true. Not everybody's, A lot happened. A lot of change. A lot of future endeavors. Everybody is older. Sasuke, he still wants to be on his own, but everybody, Naruto, Sakura, Sasuke, Shikamaru, Ino, Choji, they all have some form of happiness. They all found peace. They all found some difference in their Satori life, and knowing what they are, what they were. I mean, the 5 villages are no longer in conflict. They are no longer in war. I mean, after the 4th Great Ninja War, they no longer have to fight each other. Hell, there are new Kages now. Oh, the Tsuchikage, Mizukage, Kazekage, Raikage, even a new Hokage. Kakashi was made the 6th Hokage in the first of the 2 chapters. Who's the 7th after him? Not gonna tell you, but let's just say it's what you're hoping for. But I gotta admit, this was an impressive of chapters. Emotional. Oh, Kurenai Sensei. That's what I was referred to. People who were never involved in the world. Even Kurenai Sensei's son, whom he has their child, with her child with Asuma. He's now all grown up. He looks almost like Asuma in his younger days, but he has her eyes. It's an unbelievable situation. The older generation, the new generation, the old generation, and the older generation, like literally the generations before that. Everybody who was involved in the last great war are still around. Well, almost everybody. We all know about Neji. He passed away, but you get to see his grave and his funeral. His life was one of the most epic losses of the Naruto universe. Knowing that he died, saving his friend and his comrades. Hinata still wept tears, but she knows that even though despite Neji being gone, he will always be with her in his heart. And Naruto standing by her side is proof that he is never going to be forgotten. He may be gone, but he is not forgotten. And I gotta admit, I gotta give Kishimoto props. Bravo. These chapters were literally a monster of a surprise. Monsters. Especially the 2nd chapter. It was an epic and story-wise, prolific, dramatic, emotional, and touching. All in one unique chapter. They're in every form you can think of possible. Everybody made it through. Even B. That's right, I said Killer B. Apparently, FYI, if I don't mention this, he's not Raikage, but he's bored out of his goddamn mind. The only one who's keeping company is 8 of the 8 Tails. But you gotta give credit where credit is due, and I give this a lot of credit. A lot of credit. I'm not gonna give this 5 out of 5. I'm gonna give this a 20 out of 20, because this was literally the chapter that people wanted to see and people wanted to know. I give Kishimoto a thank you for providing the story all these years, epic conclusions, everything from right now you have 700 chapters, and you got the sneak peek of the new of Naruto, a mini series that's gonna come out next spring. And the manga the book will be available for print in February. And you got Naruto, the next movie, the last movie. You got that, which is the storyline. We still gotta do the villains. They're still working on the villains, but we already know that this guy has a connection to the Hoshirugi bloodline, the Sage of Six Paths. That, and also the story-wise for the Hyuga clan. And I gotta give credit where credit is due, and I give this a lot of credit. Even though the story itself was a surprise, I give this a thumbs up, and you have to see this for yourself. I'll put a link down in the description. I'm gonna start you on the 1st chapter so you can get all the way to the 2nd to 700. I'm not gonna give you anything more, but this is an epic chapter. You have to see for yourself. I'm begging you to watch it. I'm not asking, I'm begging. Watch it, please. I'm begging you. And I am an amateur at this. I've been doing this for a year, and yet it was a good year. Yet I'm still an amateur and a rookie and a complete amateur compared to Forever World, Child D7, and then James Mothers, and We Are the Nation. They are the best, and I'm still a rank amateur compared to them. Hope you enjoyed. That's what this is Sellavin. I'm giving my Naruto reviews of the last chapters until we get the miniseries and until I do review on the last movie. Hope you enjoyed. That's what Naruto. I'll see you soon. Thank you for all your service. And Kishimoto, thank you for a wonderful storylines. Peace.